We're leaving the restaurant, Jess's restaurant. And this is the way out. It says please enter here. But we're leaving.
And guys, if you have a car, since this area doesn't have a garage, the garage is over there, parking area.
Oh yeah, they have a parking area. That's great to mention, Mahal. I'm glad you mentioned that. I forgot.
They have a spacious garage.
Parking area, not a garage. It's just a parking space.
Parking area for the client.
Yeah, look, we'll just show you here, walking by it. Wow, it's hot now. Oh, look, it's really big.
Yeah.
Wow. This must be popular at times or something because it's so big and big parking spot, but it seems like it's in a remote area, so we're walking home now. Right there's about 4 people on that motorcycle. Yes. You couldn't see it.
I thought you video in that.
No, I'm showing us. So, on the way home, I thought I'd just do this random video. We were talking in conversation there. Like, when you as a foreigner who's generally older come to meet a Filipina who's generally younger, and you start a family, what are things you need to talk about? We were just talking about, I don't even have to post this, Mahal, but I just thought, okay, since we were starting to talk about it, what are some things that maybe foreigners should be aware of, like if they're thinking about maybe starting a family, or maybe not starting a family? What do you recommend? Should they or should they not?
What do you mean? Should they or should they not?
Start a family. Like, you know, they're starting a relationship, obviously, but like some of these guys are starting a family, like, you know, having children. So that's now you're getting into like family.
Well, Filipinas always want a kid with a foreigner.
They want the genes.
Yeah, that's the genes. It's not about the money, but please don't choose a young Filipina.
Okay.
Let them grow.
Yeah, okay, but
Let
let's
them
talk
grow
about.
first.
Let's keep our topic now, not stray from it. It's about, you know, a foreigner coming over here. Should they be considering more than just a Filipina? Should they be considering that maybe the Filipina also wants to have a family, which means children? Should they be considering that? Like, what do you think? What's your advice or thoughts towards the foreigner?
Well, for me, if you're the foreigner, and of course the foreigner always prefer the Filipina, which is a jobless. And if you can manage well with your pension, you can settle down here and have a family. Yeah. But if not, I guess you need to go back to your country and bring your Filipina there and let your Filipina also find a job.
But do you think it should? Okay.
We're having a family.
But do you think it should be like a definite topic to discuss when they meet in LDR or they meet in person? One of the first things, like, do you want to have kids? Do you want to have a family?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe they should talk about that first?
Well, we're talking about.
No, we have. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, do you think that's good advice to tell them? They should talk about that from the beginning.
Of course, it's always like that when you're in LDR. What your plan in the future, if you really want to have a kids or not, because not all Filipino, not all foreigner wants to have kids, especially if they are in the retirement age. It's really hard for them. So, so I guess it's already, you know, you already talk about that before coming here, before leaving Filipina, right?
Yeah. Well, I think you should.
Just like
getting your opinions.
Yeah. Just like we are when we're LDR. We even talk about that. Yes, and then...
I want to be clear, right?
Yes. Just to be upfront, and especially when it comes to finances. That's one thing.
That's a big
because
thing.
Don't let your Filipina expectations so high. Don't let her expectation, you know, and then you promise everything but you cannot provide. And then your Filipina is not matured enough to understand you. That's maybe one of the reason why they leave you.
Yeah, so if you're poor, tell her up front you're poor.
Yeah.
Let her make a decision.
You have to tell her that. So your Filipina also prepared everything.
I just got to show this. I'm going to pause for a second. Hey, do you see this? This is like a wire. It's probably a live wire. It's all the way down to the ground. And It's just touching the ground there. And it's pretty typical. You see a lot of that kind of stuff here in the Philippines. So be careful when you're walking. You don't want to touch something like that. Get all the bolts going through your body.
Yep.
Anyway, back to our topic. So, from your perspective, are a majority of Filipinos who connect with foreigners wanting to have like a family with a foreigner? What's your thought?
I think majority. Yes. Yeah. But I get. Yeah, I can say majority, because meaning to say it's not all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there is one also Filipina, she's already in the US, and her husband wants a kid, but she said no because you ruined my figure. She's really sexy.
Yeah, pause for a second. So she's afraid she's going to ruin her figure?
Yes, because she's really sexy. She's really sexy. And I know that her husband can provide because they live in the nice house in the US. And I think her husband is a doctor. Yeah. But she said that give me 2 years. After 2 years, let's have a baby.
Okay. So she figures her figure's going to go south in 2 years.
She just want to have, enjoy their marriage life together. Because once you have a kid, don't tell, just like when we have a kid, don't tell me that, oh, you don't have time for me. Because you always have time for your children. So don't do that.
Yeah.
That's why some of the young couple, they prefer to get married and maybe 2 to 3 years, no kids yet, so they can enjoy their life as a couple.
At what point does a Filipina stop thinking about having kids? Like, is there an age limit or you stop thinking?
Yes, it depends. It depends of your partner, but if you have a partner like this handsome,
We're looking. Look down the road, see if you can see him. I don't know where he is.
I want to have kids. I told you that give me one team.
That's a football team.
Basketball team. He's just kidding. Yeah.
He's not.
Make him scared. Yeah, I told him that.
She doesn't want twins. She wants a football team.
Because it depends on your financial status. Yeah. Yes. Because most of in the Philippines, like if you have even couples like they have a stable job, they even have 1 or 2 kids only. Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's really it's hard to raise a kid. Like especially if you are a working mom.
Part 2 to this question is that the foreigner and the Filipino, they agreed to start a family, which means having kids too. Like, does the Filipina think more so, in fact, just talking in general, because we obviously know every situation is different, but in general, does the Filipina think, okay, we're going to raise the kids here in the Philippines, or does the Filipino think, okay, well, we're going to have our family in, wherever the foreigner is from? What does the Filipino generally think?
No, I prefer outside the Philippines.
Shaking flies off me.
I prefer outside the Philippines. I prefer to raise children in Canada, not here.
What's your reasoning, though? What's your reasoning for that?
A lot, mahal.
I think the opposite.
Opportunities, the benefits from the government, it's really different from here. Even, you will pay taxes. We will pay taxes. But here in the Philippines, taxpayers don't have pension from the government.
Okay, so basically for the financial reasons.
Yes.
Excuse me, I got flies crawling over me. I hate flies.
Yes, exactly. Financial reason.
Financial reasons. I'm driving by the trikes. This is how you get around this area in Dumaguete. Those kinds of trike. You have to look for that. And up and down this road, generally, you don't see them. This is Sunday, so I guess it's more prevalent. Because people are out and about. But,
oh, your brother.
hey. She said my brother. That means another white foreigner. So I guess that's about it. We just wanted to kind of walk. Oh, that guy nearly ran me over. That's nice. Thanks, guy. He was like, oh, extra points, a white guy. Anyway.
So guys, God bless everyone.
Yeah, just walking home. Wanted to randomly talk about some stuff, so God bless you.